Let's get on with it. I'm here. Not worry. I didn't think we had any filters on here for some reason. I think the last person must have put some filters on because I look a little bit different. Never mind. Hurry up, come on! Can you read? You can't read because that stupid thing's in the way at the top. How do you get rid of it? You can't. So let me move this. I noticed yesterday. There we go. 2 of your friends are live. Go. Invite them to go live. Okay. Hi, how are you? God bless you and your family. My prayers are with you and your family. Wow. Thank you very much. Catherine Fisher, 31. Very nice. Beautiful sentiment. I will accept. Thank you. I need all the blessings I can get. That's for sure. So, we are going to get cracking with the macking and the cracking because we need to be getting on with this really. So what I'm going to do, hello Forge, how are you doing? I'm waiting for somebody to come on, but I don't think anybody's going to come on. So what I'll do is I'll just crack on like I usually do. I love your cooking in the best chef. Thank you, Kelly Marie. That's lovely. Getting so many beautiful compliments. I love it. So anybody remember what I showed a few weeks back, and I've also showed on my own profile at Yorkshire Indian, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok, etc. is the Yorkshire Indian base. And now the base is the secret to all the restaurant and takeaway style cuisine. So they make this soup base like onion base. So hopefully a lot of people have made that. So what I'm going to need to show you now is a couple of dishes and show you how simple you're going to be able to make. As long as you have some basic ingredients, you can make any restaurant dish. So let me just flip this over. There we go. You can, if that gets in the way, let me know that sign. If it does get in the way, let me know. How am I going to do this now? Right. There we go. So I need to just adjust this. Bear with me, so otherwise I won't be able to see the screen. Let me just, there we go. Very nice. I like it a lot. So thank you for joining, number one. So I got some chicken here. Now you can use chicken breast. The recipes will be available on foodtalktv.com. I think it's .com. It's not .com. It won't be .co.uk, will it? It's American. So it's .com. So foodtalktv.com. The recipe for whatever I'm making today will be available. As you can see my finger there, like a cursor, cursor. I'm making a Ghaziabad chicken masala and I'm making a chicken korma. What's a Ghaziabad chicken masala? Now Ghaziabad is actually a place. It's about 18 kilometers, probably about 15 miles north of Delhi, New Delhi. It's basically a satellite town, but it's actually a large town. It's not a city. My family lived there. Well, my uncle lived there, and some of the family still live there. And when I had restaurants, obviously, I used to create new recipes. And one of the recipes was a Ghaziabad chicken masala, and it's one of my best sellers actually. And a chicken korma. Anybody who knows Indian food knows what a chicken korma is. Chicken kormas are mild dish. Actually, the traditional, original Indian kurma is actually quite spicy. But obviously, British Indian food, we've made it a little bit milder with cream and a bit of desiccated coconut and sugar. So what I want to do is I'll quickly go through everything with you. So I've got some chicken. You can use thigh or you can use breast. It's really up to you, your meat of choice. Certain dishes I like breast, but mainly when I'm making Indian authentic stuff, I like leg. So there's leg, and I've cut this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dissect this in two parts. I mean, obviously the recipe will have more volume of chicken, 400 gram for the Ghaziabad and 200 gram for the korma. Here I'm doing about 150 to 200 gram on each dish, just for ease of use. but don't worry, the rest will be there. So we've got this, we've got some desiccated coconut and some sugar. You can use demerara sugar, you can use any sugar you like. Don't use Pak and sweetener or whatever you do. Don't be stupid. Don't be putting, what do you call it in America? What's best to use for curry cream sauce? Curry cream sauce, well, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you that. That's a great question. Curry cream sauce is going to be a korma. So I'm going to use double cream. I don't know what you call it. Do you call it a heavy cream in America? What do you call it in America? Let me move this. You call it heavy cream. So we have single cream here. We have double cream and we have whipped cream and we have all kinds of cream. But you don't need whipped cream. You just get double cream and fucking whip it. It's easy. Then it's free. So this is double cream. I'm going to use double cream. Some restaurants use single cream. Some restaurants use carnation milk from the tin. Can you believe this shit? They do that. I've seen a person. They do it. I got some ginger garlic paste for my Ghaziabad masala. And for the Ghaziabad masala, we're going to put some diced pepper. We're going to put some diced onion. We're going to put some diced tomato. What do you call it? Tomatoes. It's called a tomato, man. It's a tomato, man. God damn, man. What's your problem? It's a tomato. And then we got some green chilies. Now, I've only put 2 in there. Now, these are optional. And also, the spices are optional. Let's go through some spices that you will need. So, what we're going to do. Now, don't forget, this chicken in an Indian restaurant would already be cooked. So I'm going to show you quickly how to stir fry this chicken with a little bit of salt, a little bit of haldi, turmeric, and we'll cook that ready to go into the curry bases. Because obviously, if we make from scratch, then you're going to come to the restaurant, let's just say with your loved one, your partner, whoever it is, you're not going to wait 1 hour for a dish of 45 minutes. Where's my curry, man? God damn, I ordered about 15 minutes ago. So for them to get it ready in about 10-15 minutes, they have to be pre-cooked. So I'm going to show you how to pre-cook it. And all the restaurants, they'll have pre-cooked chicken, pre-cooked lamb, pre-cooked mutton, etc., etc., etc. And this just saves a lot of time and it's easier. So the reason I'm showing people how to use or how to make this in the comfort of your own home, let's just say you have a busy lifestyle, you can make the curry base, which is the curry base. If you get the recipe, it's on Food Talk TV. It's also on my TikTok. There's the curry base there. I'm just warming this up because I like to use it warm rather than put it in cold. If you make the curry base, you can unlock, you can freeze that, you can put some in the fridge, you can put some in the freezer. And let's just say you get your fresh ingredients and you can stir fry this fresh like I'm going to show you now. And you could make a curry in about 20-25 minutes. Easy peasy. Korma, you could probably make 15-20 minutes. I'm telling you, it's fucking true. Oh no, goddamn, man. He's having us on, man. God damn, he's having us on. No, should we sue him? Should we prosecute? No, don't prosecute, bastard. Don't prosecute. I'm telling the truth. That's all we need. So basic stuff you need is turmeric. You need some Kashmiri chili. You need some tandoori masala powder. You need some, what is this? This is cumin powder. You need some cumin powder, which is jeera. You need garam masala and you need coriander powder, and then obviously optional for some dishes you need this. These are the basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that you're going to need. Also paprika you're going to need, some of the bits, but these are the basic for the restaurant style curries that I'm going to use. You'll need them. You have them with a little bit of salt. You're not going to go wrong. And don't forget, if you're a mild curry person, what was the second one? Oh, I'll do it again. Turmeric, which is called haldi. We call it haldi, it's turmeric. Let me leave it down so you can see the pattern. Right. Turmeric, which is haldi. This is lal march, which is Kashmiri chili powder. But you can just get normal hot chili powder. You can get standard chili powder. It's a processed chili powder. They get from red chilies, they dry them out, basically like this, and then they grind them into this powder. Here is a blend of spices which are good for tandoori. So you make a chicken tikka, tandoori chicken, certain dishes, you can use tandoori. And for this dish, we're going to add this. This one is jeera powder. Jeera, some say zira, some say jeera. Jeera is cumin powder, cumin. So, cumin seeds, basically grind it down. And then you have a garam masala, which is a blend of about 8 to 10 spices. Now, regionally, these will change, but this is a Punjabi style. of ground spices. And here's dhania powder. Dhania powder is coriander powder. Very, very nice. All these dishes, you can put them on eggs, you can put them on anything you like. Fucking nice. So I'll show you what to do here. So let's start with the chakon. Good morning, gluten-free mama. How's your baps? How's your baps, love? How's your baps? Your baps are that, love? Just gonna put a little bit of salt on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of table salt. Don't need too much, because we're just going to fry this to make sure it's cooked. That's all. So I'm gonna add a little bit of haldi, and then if you want, this is optional, and I'm gonna do it because it's optional for me. Just a little bit of chili powder. That's it. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. We're not gonna get inside this. I'm gonna switch this on, and as you can see, what have I done to my stove? Look what I've done. See the foil? So this is what I do in the restaurants. What I do is I cover this, I spray it with water, and then we put some foil. And what happens is with curries, restaurant curries, I've even got a restaurant curry frying pan with a ladle, everything ready for you bastards. There's no expense, no expense spared. No expense spared for you. We're doing the whole thing, we're doing the whole shebang. But obviously with curries, it spits around a lot, so I'm just protecting my cleaning, so I don't have to keep cleaning every 2 minutes. So anybody else got any questions? While I love all the spices, especially turmeric. I love turmeric. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Anybody got any questions? I don't think anybody's on here. It doesn't make a difference. I am here. I will keep checking. And all I'm going to do with this chicken, I'm just going to give it a mix. There's no oil required on this, on the thing, on the chicken. And what I'll do is I'll put some oil in the pan, and we're just going to fry this until it's sealed, so it's more or less on the way. Now, obviously, restaurant style, they will cook this a little bit more, but I'm showing you fast. You know, people have busy lives. People need fast. They don't need kind of slow. Right, where's the tail? Tail, I just need some oil. You can use ghee. I'm gonna use ghee. I like ghee. I love fucking ghee, man. What about you guys? I love ghee. Kaz in the house. Hello, Kaz. How you doing, man? What's happening? Where is the Ashton? Is she still upset? Sorry about that, Ashton. I missed your fucking live. Next time it won't happen. It won't happen. Don't worry. So I'm just gonna stir fry this and until it's cooked. And then what I'll do is I'll show you. Once this chicken's ready, we'll move it to the side. Then we'll get a frying pan and we'll start the korma. The korma is gonna be the easy one because, like I said, desiccated coconut, little bit sugar, little bit cream, and a curry base. Everything. The magic is this curry base. This is where the magic is. This is what's going to unlock all those dishes. Very, very simple, very, very easy. Thank you very much for the likes, by the way. I can see some likes shooting up. I know there's nothing to like at the moment. It's just some guy babbling on about curry base. But trust me, many people have made these curries. And I've had lots of inboxes, lots and lots of messages telling me, some condemning me basically that they've ruined their favorite takeaway or their favorite restaurant because their husband won't go there anymore because he prefers the curries that his wife now makes from my recipes. So, and these are not jokes. These are facts. These are actual inboxes. So you know you're gonna love them or you're gonna hate them. I don't think you're gonna hate them. Many people love them, and the reason they love them, I always say, with my recipes, it's only a guideline. Give my recipe a go once. And then after that, you can always add a little bit of chilies. You can take the chili out to make it mild. You can add some of your favorite ingredients that you need. There's lots and lots of options for you. So I'm going to just stir fry these and brown these and seal them. And then we're going to move it to the side and we'll just get on. Now, obviously, my curry base, what I don't add ginger garlic to my curry base. A lot of people do. I don't know why, because obviously when it comes to things like mild dishes, korma, we don't put ginger garlic in there because it's a mild dish. You don't want it to taste of garlic and ginger. So the ginger garlic will be in the curry base and it will ruin the taste. We don't like that. So let me just straighten this up. That's that. Let me bend this. Bendy. And then I can juggle and toggle and move, and then I can see the screen. Right, Rick loves bacon. Hello there. How are you? Oh, very windy. Very windy at the moment here. Really bad weather. Greece is 40 degrees. Here is about 15 degrees. 40 degrees Celsius, by the way. I don't know the Fahrenheit. Sorry about that. We never really pay much attention to Fahrenheit. I know what's happening. The gas is coming out slow because I've got foil inside there. Ginger, garlic. Yeah, ginger and garlic, the paste. We don't put that in. Thank you very much for those likes. Thank you very much for viewing, taking the time to come. Can you see this? Very, very simple. Medium high heat. This chicken will change color. We don't want to dry it out. We want it to have the moisture inside. So we'll quickly seal it. You can see it spitting everywhere. Don't worry about the oil. We will drain this and we will use this for the korma. And this, obviously, this turmeric that I've added gives it a lovely color as well. And this will highlight in the curries. When I make the curries individually, it will look good. The dish in the sticker sounds great. Can't wait to see what it's finished. Thank you very much. You will see. But I'll do the easy one first. So let's get the chicken out of the way. Just imagine, let's just say you had half of this and you're making for 2 people. And you had one of these recipes. You could actually, you don't need to pre-cook the chicken. You could actually fry the chicken off for about 4 or 5 minutes till golden brown. And then you can then start the recipe. All you need is your curry base and your ingredients like some peppers, like some onions, etc. And you will be there. What's happened to this? Have you followed Yorkshire Indian yet? Oh, that's nice. Let's start the bowl. I don't know, this is new for me. 40 degrees is 104 Fahrenheit. It's very hot in Greece at the moment. And near the Mediterranean, obviously Italy, Spain. It's a heat wave at the moment. Apparently it's going to go to 48 degrees next week. So 48, I'm guessing, would be about 120s, 125, something like that. But England is very, not cold. It's been just chopping and changing. Meaning it rains for about 20 minutes, then the sun comes out, then it gets really windy, then it rains again, then the sun comes out. I can't keep up with the fucking weather. It's terrible. And there we go. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and this chicken is done. I'm going to switch this off. I'm going to get cloth so I don't burn my fingers. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the side. I'll just let you see the curry base. And I'm going to scoop it out, drain it, and put it in a bowl. Somebody's bowl? No, I'm not going to put it in a bowl. We'll put it in a bowl. So we don't want any of that grease. You can use the grease for other things. It's not a problem. You know, the oil, the ghee. And there you'll see chicken, nicely sealed, but still moist inside. Because don't forget, you're still going to cook it a little bit more inside the curry that we're going to make the individual curries. So that's going to be great. Gravy. And there we have it. Can you see? There's the chicken. So I'm just going to leave that to cool, leave it to the side. Move that over here somewhere. Let me get a cloth. Move this bowl out of the way so it doesn't get in the way. That's that. And then all we need to do, recipe for curry base is on food. Yeah, recipe is on Food Talk. Thank you for that, Kaz. And also these recipes have been written. Actually, I'll show you. Look, I don't need it. It's there. Somebody was giving me a trick last night to hold the recipes, but all recipes in my head, and I printed it out. But look at it, it's there. I don't even need it really. Why do I need it? But to show you that I did do a recipe. Is this in Arabic? No, it's in English. Ghaziabad. I'm looking at the screen. There we go. So I did the recipe for you. 400 grams. So I did a larger portion. And then obviously I've left things that are optional, like the chili. And I've done the method. And I've also said refer to the video, because this video will be going on YouTube later on. Kaz will be putting it on YouTube hopefully, and then you can go back to the video for reference, and you can have this, you can print this out, and you'll have another one for the korma. So I've done all that. Let me put it away. I don't really need it. I like to make things up as I go along. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't make it up. It's in my pocket. That's what it is. The cloth. Give everything a wipe down. So all I need. Sounds like a fucking sound coming up. Right. I need some pepper. And I need some onion. And we need some tomato. But the tomato will go in later. So I'll leave the tomato for now. We need pepper. And then we need the chilies. And then we will get going. And I will show you. So let me just quickly cut this. So all you need for this dish is half an onion. And what we'll do is we'll dice it. I'll use that other onion later. This is for the Ghaziabad. And then I'm going to make the korma first, obviously. But I'm just going to get this out of the way so there's no hassle. So all we're going to do is we're going to dice these, medium dice. There we go. So they look fairly substantial in the curry. And then when you flatten them out, they will have nice pieces like this going in. So there's a bit of onion, so leave that to the side. And then here all I need is half a pepper. So I'll use the other half later. And I'll just take these pips out. Take this out. There we go. And then the same again, about the same size as the onion. Just diced. Oh. You know what I'm struggling with? I'm growing my nails. And it keeps catching. I never have nails. My nails are always really short. But I noticed the other day I was chopping. And I caught my nail. What's happened there? And I realized with my nail. Now these chilies, they're optional. So we're just going to finely chop these. But chili is obviously not optional for me. I want the chili. I like the popcorn chili, man. I like the chili. I tell you what, let's do a poll. Which one, what do you want first? Do you want the Ghaziabad masala or the korma first? I'll let you guys decide. I'll give you a couple of minutes to decide. Metal mittens. Cloyded. No, I'm a nail biter. But I don't feel as if I've been stressed out lately. So I stopped kind of biting my nails and I'm kind of growing my nails, as you can see. And they're getting in the way now. So I got to be careful. Might need a manicure, you know. So what shall I do first? Shall I do the korma first? Let's do the korma. I'll leave this. Nobody's going to reply, so I'll move this. And we'll do the korma and I'll show you. I will show you. And you'll be like, oh my God. Really? A chicken korma? This easy? Are you kidding me? So, all we need, we don't need any oil. We don't need any ginger garlic. This oil is from the spoon that I put in early on. We don't need all the ginger garlic, but I need the chicken. So I'm going to go and get a portion of chicken. There it is. And that's the chicken I made. So we're just going to put the chicken in. So we're going to drain all that excess moisture and the oil. We don't need any of that going in the korma. Can you see the color? That should be enough. Right, we're going to put this on a high heat. And what we like to do is we like to put the curry base nice and warm. Okay? So, this is how simple a korma is. So you get an order for a korma. Hey, ki gal hai? Ki khande pe? Oh, they want a chicken korma, please, bastard. One chicken korma coming up, bastard. And then the chef will say, oh, you want the korma? So they make a korma. They get the chicken from the pot, the chicken, the cool down chicken. They go, doo. And then what they'll do, they will get the desiccated coconut and the sugar. And they'll give it a little mix. This is how easy it is. And don't forget, chicken's already cooked. Now we don't want this coconut to burn, so we're just going to give it a nice mix with all the chicken's coated. And then we're going to go in with our curry base. There we go. And then we're just going to cook this off for a couple of minutes, bring it to heat, let it bubble up, and then we'll let it simmer a bit. And then we're going to go in with about 100 milliliters of thick cream. Actually, I've got some extra cream here, so why waste this? Oh, it's looking good, man, looking good. Let me just put this extraction on. So simple. Was that blood with the chicken? No, there's no blood. It's just the browning. There's no blood. There's no blood with the chicken. That's just the juices, because I told you I'm going to keep it nice and moist. So it's springy. I like moist chicken. If you dry it out, you won't enjoy it. And then that's a little bit of the ghee and the water. There's no blood. Okay, we're going to bring this to the boil. Once it's at the boil, can you see the heating? We need high heat here. Restaurants like to have high heat. They don't worry about it spitting all over the place. Obviously, I protected myself. So you can use this. You can use this method to protect your stove. So we're going to go in with the 100 milliliters of cream. Throw it in. And then what you do is just leave it for about a minute. Let it heat up inside at the same temperature. This is called frying pan cooking. After 40 years, this is called frying pan cooking. So basically, this is what you will get in the restaurant. So what I'm going to do is going to go in now, just gently mix this in. There's the cream. And as you can see, it's still a little bit thin now. Cream's mixed in. And what we're going to do now, a lot of people, when I had the restaurant, what I used to do is I only used to do breast for all the customers. Because what happened, what I found, before we used to do leg and breast. Because leg, chicken leg is a darker meat. When we have light colors like this, like korma, they used to look at the darker meat. Can you see it's a little bit darker there? You used to look at the darker meat, yeah, chicken's off, mate. It's not fresh. It's dark and the other one's white. Obviously, breast would stay really white all the way through, whereas the leg meat is a little bit darker. It's just the way it is. There's a lot more work. And so what I did was I was getting not too many complaints, but concerns. So I just said, right, fuck it. So at my own expense, from a business point of view, I just decided to not buy any leg for any of the curries. I only did breast. And that kind of solved the problem. I could have done it separate, but I didn't want the chefs to be having separate leg and separate breast and not using it up and then going bad, because I used to make fresh every day. So obviously this way, if you don't like the darker color meat, you can use breast. But on the recipe, the option is there for leg or for breast. Obviously you can make lamb, you can make vegetables, you can make whatever you like really. You can put the mushrooms in there. So we're just gonna heat this up now. Can you see there's still a little bit of work going in? There's still a little bit of work with the spices and the sauce, because the sauce has spices inside. The chicken still needs to be finishly cooked, although you have pre-cooked it. I've just browned it here and sealed it. And then we want the consistency that we like. So that is a lovely consistency. Now let's just say you ordered, I'll do a UK version, is, can I have a chicken korma, mate, a pilau rice, can I have a portion of chips and a garlic naan bread, please, mate? And what you do is you get the chips and you dip the chips in the sauce. Oh! And I must admit, I used to be, oh, how can anybody do that? But I started doing it myself in the kitchen, getting a korma and getting some chips and dipping it in. I go, okay, that's really nice. It's really, really nice. So you will like this dish. So I'm going to use this same frying pan. I've got about 15 of these frying pans, but this is like large, nice and wide. And it's when I was doing restaurant curries, I bought some of these from the same catering company that I used to use back in the day because I needed to make some restaurant style curries. But the problem is in the home, it spits around, it makes a lot of mess. So I kind of don't use them as much. But obviously if you do foil, you can do this precautionary measure, 2 sheets of foil, and you're done. So this is it. Can you see, like, no grease, no oil coming up there? Very, very mild. Now, obviously, at the chicken level, when we added the chicken and the coconut, if you want to add some green chilies, if you want to add some Kashmiri chili powder, some spices in there to make it medium spicy, then go for it. If you want it hot, people love spicy korma, you can make it hot. It's not a problem. But literally, this is what you would get. Hello, Jeanette Bush, back in the house. How are you doing? This is what you will get in the restaurant. And now I would probably cook this cream little couple of minutes more, and I will say ready. This would be ready for me, and I would say, right, let's serve this up. And then they'd have this with naan bread, or they'd have it with rice, have it with chips, have it with a pork and fork, have it with pork and chopsticks. I don't really give up. No, actually, not chopsticks, but you get my point. Right, let's move this here, and let me show you the bowl. I'll show you one bowl. This we're going to save this later on, so I'll show you. So let me switch the gas off. This would easily, this portion I've done here, easily serve 2 people. Obviously if you're sharing other things, but if you've got, obviously I'm talking to Americans now, aren't I? It's probably serve half a person. No, it might serve 1 person. And there we go, look at that. I'm going to fill all this up. Why waste it? Oh, look at the creaminess. And what you will do there, we'll garnish this later on with a little swirl of cream. And there we have the chicken korma. What did that take? About 10 minutes? I'm good, Jeanette Bush. Thank you. Thank you very much for the likes. Don't double tap the popcorn screen. Right, let me taste it. Don't worry, no double dipping goes on in this. Look at that sauce. Let me show you this sauce. Look at this. Sauce, look at that. That's the kind of consistency you're after for a korma. No drier than this. Nice thick consistency. Smells. Oh, you can smell the cream. You can smell, oh, the chicken. The chicken is nice and wobbly. I love this moist chicken. Let me taste the sauce. That's all I want to taste. Not interested in the chicken at the moment. Oh, okay, now I'm going to enjoy that. Oh, wow. And you know what? Considering I didn't put any spice in there, it's still quite spicy because of the Yorkshire Indian base. I added a few more spices. If you go to the recipe and you follow that recipe, it's not spicy at all. But like I said, if you're more accomplished Indian chili lover, Indian spice lover, then you can always make it your own and add some more spices. But this one is spicy. I don't know why. I think it's because of the curry base that I made, but really tasty. Let me put that to the side. And let me just quickly wash my pan. I gotta wash that pan now. This is the only thing. In the restaurant, you throw it to the KP and they would wash it, and then you'd have about 15-20 of these going on. Let me just quickly wash. Alright. Anybody can think of a question while I'm washing? Think of a question, and I will definitely give you a couple of minutes of my time. I will turn the camera towards me, and I will answer your questions. We would like to ask you a couple of questions, Yorkshire India. Okay, no problem. Ask me what questions. We would like to ask you There we go. Look at that. It's all ready there. Ready for next curry cook. Look at that, pal. Yeah. And put that in the fridge. That's fucking amazing. He just made a korma. Fucking hell. Can you say that, Margaret? He just made a korma. Right in front of us. Is that how they make it? I didn't know they did it that way. That's exactly how they fucking do it, bastard. That's exactly how they do it. Anyway, switch this bastard off. So, did I say I was going to turn the camera and answer a couple of questions before I carry on? So let me clippings. Let me clipping the camera. There. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, right, look at this. Looks like I've got a brown. It's not a brown, it's a vest. And then this, I can't. They're actually going to have to help me with this. Gluten-free, mama. What's going on with this? It doesn't fit right. Timber! Nearly was timber, wasn't it? So we've done the korma. Does anybody have any questions that are relevant to what the hell I just did? What's this? Rosalie's fellow. What a gorgeous name, Zavala. I want that fucking name. Just got here. Did you make chicken masala? Not yet. We saved the best for you, Rosalie. We made the chicken korma. Here. Show you. You said it went close. I'm only joking. It's not that one. I made a chicken korma, which I'll show you later on. And I got some garlic bread that I made, but it's cooled down. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the air fryer. And this is basically another oven, isn't it? So I'll put it in there. What made you cook this today? So what made me cook these dishes today was because I did the Yorkshire Indian curry base a while ago. I feel like a lady pulling my bra strap up because it's not very tight. Not as tight as yours, gluten-free, mama. In my box, look my box. What made me make it today? I made the curry base a few weeks ago. Then I missed a week or two because obviously weddings, barbecues, etc., etc. And then I was having a word with Kaz, and Kaz reminded me, says, "Look, you've not shown anybody how to actually implement the curry base into, incorporate it into a dish." So I thought, right, okay. So I show you the gazeba chicken masala, which is going to be Asian style, but it's still going to be restaurant style, takeaway style. And then I'll actually show you the korma, and then we'll serve it up with some naan bread, and we will start to eat. So has anybody got any questions? See, baps, that's what they call it, gluten-free here. We call them baps. What? Baps. You're saying me baps. And baps is a small roll, like a bread roll, and they're called baps. You can make sandwiches out of them, etc. My baps. Me baps. Me baps. Oh, Ashton's in the house. Hello. Is it possible to make a curry with fish? Of course it's possible to make curry with fish. Obviously, if you look at India, a vast size country, and you're talking 75% of the outline, probably 80% of the outline is touching the sea. So therefore, many fish dishes. And if you go to South India, you'll have a lot with coconut and whatever's kind of like local provincial foods, but fish is big in India. But in north of India, where there's no sea, obviously you're talking now is more popular, but before, back in the day, just like America, for example, what happened in like the 40s, probably 50s, late 50s, 60s in America, obviously refrigeration got better, so people could have more refrigeration. Then obviously supermarkets started expanding, and then with the refrigeration you could keep fish fresh here for longer, and you could travel further with the fish. For example, locally in India, it makes sense to eat what is there local, so it's going to stay fresher. Have you followed Yorkshire Indian? That bowl keeps coming on. You need to pull the straps around your waist, that tightens the neck around the waist. I did! That's just tightening my fucking belly. You mean like a parachute? No, that's not working. No, that's not working. Never mind. Ask me to go live with you. I just did. Where have you been? How do I ask you to do that? Do I click on your pace? Click on your pace. Guests. Connecting. Connecting. You're coming out.
Hey,
That's it. Let me turn the music down.
I didn't
Feel
know
on
we
habits.
didn't
Right, okay, let's
we
start.
didn't talk about going live with each other, so I passed out after my live.
I didn't know. Kaz reminded me. I felt as if I was being reprimanded again. I thought, oh shit, I've cocked up again. But my apologies. What can I do? You got to get on with life. I had to go to the gym. I had to go sort my shit, my stuff out. Sorry for swearing. Always over 18s. You know, this life gets in the way. So I do apologize, Ashton.
Well, you
So
don't have to
let's get moving.
apologize. You don't have to apologize because I didn't know either because, I've been in the hospital. We haven't really talked about it, and I fell asleep after my live because I had to like recuperate. But can you go over what you've done for me, sweetie?
Oh yeah. So what we did? Obviously, you got a Ghaziabad chicken masala and a chicken korma. What we did was a few weeks back, I made the curry base. I showed people how to make the curry base. To unlock. Let me go back. Why am I even not even? There's no rush. Anybody in a rush? I'm not in a rush. So I am not going anywhere today. There's no weddings. There's no barbecue. I'm just here, so I'll stay here. Stop looking at my scrap. Stop looking at my baps. Gluten-free, mama. Right. So what I did was today I thought I'd show you the curry base and how to incorporate that curry base into, let's just say you went into a restaurant or you ordered from a takeaway, you ordered a korma or you ordered a Ghaziabad masala, etc., or a masala, how to make it in your own home with fresh ingredients, a basic amount of spices. You need about 6 or 7 spices, and that's what I'm basically showing.
And this recipe that you made, the curry base, it's already up on Food Talk TV, right?
It's not, no. The curry base, yes, the curry base is.
Yeah.
The curry base is on there. The video is on, is it the YouTube, the Facebook, and your likes. It's also on mine at Yorkshire Indian, as you can see in the title. It's on my at Yorkshire Indian. It's also on my Instagram. I make it so tight, my God. It's on my own Yorkshire Indian. I think I'm being sabotaged by gluten-free mama. And it's foodtalktv.com. It's on the website. And then obviously these recipes that I'm making today will be on foodtalktv.com. .com. So yeah. Any other questions? Thank you very much for the likes, by the way. I know there's a lot of likes. Keep tapping. So I knew you were away. I didn't know you were back. Now I know you're back. You're back. So glad to see you back. My apologies for missing out. I mean, I don't know if I can promise or commit to being there all the time. Because like I said, Saturdays I work full time. Life gets in the way. It's one of those. Right. Let's get cracking with this because this is getting. People are getting impatient. So I did, like I said, I wrote the recipe down. This recipe will be on foodtalktv.com. The korma one will be as well. So it's quite simple. I mean, I don't really need to follow this recipe. I can just make it up as I go along, and then you can read it.
Let me read it right quick so that the front, so that I can translate any of the grams and stuff for people.
It's in Hindi.
Be quiet. Up
Can you
top,
read
the
Hindi?
chicken, how many grams is it? 400?
Can you, no, not in this one, but in the main recipe. This is so 3 people can share.
Okay, so
Or a family of 4 can share it.
1 cup is 230 grams, so it's about 2 cups of chicken. Okay, so I'll remember that.
And then obviously the methods there, it says about the chicken. I showed everybody how
And
to do
200 milliliters, that's half a cup. So I'll remember that.
Right, okay. I'm glad you did. Good.
I had to learn how to do all that because
I didn't know you could read Hindi. Right. So I need oil. So what I normally do in restaurants, I use oil, but I'm going to use ghee. I'm going to stick with the ghee. So I just need a little bit of oil, like a teaspoon. But you know, for the 400 gram, 2 teaspoons, I'm only going to put like a little bit. Don't want to kill it with loads of oil, but it's going to be Asian style dish.
So if
But it is actually
anybody
Indian
wants to
style.
know,
Somebody- What?
ghee is
What?
just
What?
clarified butter.
What? What are you saying?
I said if anybody wants to know, ghee is just
Oh, you're talking,
clarified
not talking to
butter.
me. Sorry, I wasn't talking to me.
I'm sorry. No, ghee is just clarified butter.
Ghee is clarified butter, it is. So the ghee that I use is this one. It's pure butter ghee. It should be about 99.8% milk solids. And you can actually make this at home yourself. Butter by gently heating the butter, and the whey will come to the top. You skim it off, let it cool down, and then you'll get clarified butter. The difference between clarified butter and normal butter has a lower smoking point, and ghee has a higher smoking point. So it's really good for Indian dishes because obviously we like to fry the spices at higher temperatures, whereas butter would burn and go brown, and it would distort the taste of the dish. But ghee doesn't. Ghee has a lovely flavor all the way through. You can fry with it. You can barbecue with it. You can do lots and lots of things. I know. Shall I switch the gas on? That would help. So I just switched the gas on. So this is melting, but I didn't even switch the gas on. Hello, tell table 5 they're going to have to wait another 10 minutes. The gas wasn't fucking on.
So do you have aluminum foil everywhere so that you don't mess up your kitchen?
Not everywhere, just the side where I'm cooking. I'm only doing one side. There,
I mean,
I
that's
didn't
pretty
notice that.
smart. I probably should do that sometime.
Yeah, all I did was I lifted these out and pushed it down and pushed it over, made a hole so the gas could come through, and we were done. Right, get ready for this because obviously we need to do this quick. Let me see if I can put this here so that I don't burn the camera. Let me see if I can raise this up. You raise me up so I can climb on popular mountains. There we go. Right, is that okay? Oh, tighten this up. Tighten this up. Tighten this up. I've got this
Look
little cake
here,
stand.
Bette Midler.
Save the file for your window. Save the file for my fucking head. Gonna need it. After the shit I've been seeing online. Okay, are we ready? Oh, let me get my chicken. Our chicken's here. So I'm gonna use all this chicken. This is chicken I pre-cooked already. So what we're gonna do is, in the recipe, is some ginger garlic paste. I'm gonna go in with my peppers, onions,
Now that was cool.
and my chilies.
I felt like I was at one of those hibachi things.
Teppanyaki, man. Teppanyaki. Teppanyaki. Right, let's not forget the salt. So I'm going to add the salt now. And then what we'll do is we'll add the spices a little bit later when we add the chicken. All it is about a minute.
Hey everybody, this is Food Talk TV.
Here's my
Please share this live with 5 of your friends and family. Also, please make sure you're following Food Talk TV and Yorkshire
Now,
Indian
obviously,
here.
some restaurants would use a lot more oil. Obviously, this is because for home, you're in control of how much oil you use, etc. So I like to use less rather than more. So we're just going to soften these up. Like I said, the chicken's already cooked, so I'm just going to throw this some juices here. I didn't add those juices to the korma for a reason, but in this I will.
Please make sure you're tapping those screens and please share this live. Give Food Talk TV and YorkshireIndian a follow.
So nice and quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the spices. So I've added the salt. While this is cooking away, we're going to go in. You don't need any turmeric. So this is all going to be optional. Now, you don't have to put chili powder in, but because it's for me, I'm going to put some chili powder. Tandoori masala definite has to go in. Cumin powder definitely has to go in. Garam masala, I'm going to put a little bit extra for me. And coriander powder is in. Salt is in. And then we've got some methi, which is fenugreek. Dried methi, but I'm not going to add that in yet. And don't forget, people, water at the ready. Hot water, cold water is not really that good. There we go. We've coat, all we need to do is coat the chicken. And then we're going to go in with our curry base. You will be surprised how simple like these dishes are. Get with water. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring this to heat, let it bubble up. And in the meantime, I'm going to get my tomato. There's my tomato. And all we're going to do is dice that up. Now I like
Everybody,
tomatoes, so I'm
please
going to
make
put the
sure
whole
you're
one in.
tapping the screen. Please share the live. This is Food
Thank
Talk
you very
TV.
much for the double tapping bastard. Tappy, tappy bastards quickly. Otherwise, you're not going to see me again. Let Chef know
Bobby?
I won't be calling. I have a meeting. Okay. I can see that. I realized that was Kaz. Now, when we start cooking this, we start cooking this,
spicy?
we're going to bring this to the bubble. When it starts bubbling, then all we're going to do is we're going to let it simmer down. And then we will turn the heat up again. And what we're going to do is we're going to dry this out a little bit, make it nice and thick. It won't be saucy like the korma. But on the recipe, you will see that I've left an affidavit. Obviously, if you like it saucy, you make sure the consistency is right for you, but only after it's cooked. So we're going to turn this heat up. And we're going to add the tomatoes.
Hi there.
Now it's
Hey
giving a little
everybody,
bit of
why
color.
don't you tell us where you're from
Starting to
in the
look a little bit
comments
nicer now. So we're just going to give this a cover for a bit while I wipe
Kentucky?
things down. Making a right mess, man. I'm making a right mess. Cooking it all up, pal.
We're
We've
almost
got
at 10K likes, you guys.
Right. With my Mickey, my handy Mickey can take it out.
Wyoming.
So once this is bubbled, I'm going to let it simmer down. I can really hear you.
Paris.
Jeanette Bush. Jeanette Bush. Bush. My name's Bush. Got a right Bush.
Tap
Right,
screens,
Bush. My
everybody.
name's
We're almost at 10K.
So, and the recipe is methi, which is dried fenugreek. Said it that way, kasuri methi, dried fenugreek leaves. So we like to add that, and what we like to do is rub it all in, break it down. So we're just going to let that cook off and let it simmer down. Let it reduce a bit. Let it reduce. And then all we're going to do, we're going to put some coriander.
Cilantro.
It's you, not oh. Jeanette Bosch. Is your name's Bosch? You got a Bosch. We all like a bit of bush, you know, Kate Bush. I love a bit of bush in the garden. Everybody loves a bit of bush. Isn't that right? Why are you covering? Why are you covering your face? I'm just saying. I love a bit of bush in the garden. Especially on a glass of wine.
All right. Yeah.
We're running up that hill. We're running up that road. Right. Let's get this shirt. Looking good, man. Looking good. God damn. Drop the burger, man. Let's have some curry instead. God damn it. This looks good, man. Put the
Is
fries
it
down, man.
spicy?
Wax the bush. I helped trim my neighbor's bush once. They were very grateful.
I'm glad that you're such a good friend.
Sorry?
I said I'm glad you're such a good friend.
You got to help. You got to help neighbors, no? Always help neighbors. Get my trimmer ready, you know? Trim, trim, trim. So as you can see, obviously this gas is quite high, but in a commercial kitchen, the pressure would be higher, obviously. So this is why I couldn't actually run a restaurant in my kitchen, but I can make a few dishes. But this, although it's bubbling, if you can imagine the pressure would be times 1.5, it would cook a lot faster because obviously we need to turn around the curries. We've got orders. We wouldn't be waiting this long. But when you're at home, it doesn't make a difference about the time. You can take, obviously, as long as you're doing it in about 20 minutes, you're fine. So now, what do you guys like? Do you like dry consistency, thick consistency, or saucy? Now, this is, for me, I'm happy with that. All I need to do now to this, and this is for anybody really, what we do, we add right at the end, and then obviously again when we put it in the dish, we add a little bit more for garnish. All you need to do is add some coriander, and then go in with some coriander powder to really enhance that dish, gives it a lovely fragrance. And there we have it. Very, very nice. Now, I made some naan breads, so I'm going to get some naans. Let me move this. So I'm just going to throw this. I mean, if you want to see my naan recipe is on @YorkshireIndian. Go to my naan video. Very, very simple to make. But this is a garlic naan. Put a bit of garlic on there. So what I'm going to do is, it dries out. These are best cooked fresh. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water, sprinkle a bit of water, put it in the air fryer, and it will be ready for when this is done. And then we'll show you the korma and the masala together, Let me get this on in the air fryer. Fucking plug. I don't want to get electrocuted. One of my hands are fucking wet. Oh, God. This is fucking dangerous. Bastard. I'm fucking shit scared of electric, man. That is my big phobia, electric. It's a big. I electrocuted myself fucking 3 times in my life. Why do you think I'm fucking scared of electric? I'm not scared of anywhere else. Fucking electric really scares me, man. Right. Oh, spicy, flavorsome. Chicken is nice and moist and bouncy.
Oh my God, you're making me cry.
Stop fucking laughing. He pucks every. No, I just jumped. Nothing happened. I just jumped. I got scared. That's all it was. I'm making loud sound. Sorry about that. Nothing actually happened. I have a rewired house and I have everything is above board, as they say, and electrically, all up to date. Look, up to date, everything fucking back. But I get scared.
Maybe you just have like metal in your body or something.
So that is my Ghaziabad chicken masala. Now this sauce is great for me. Some people have it a little bit drier, like a drier, thicker sauce. This is the right. Some people have it super saucy. because, like I said, they want to put it on the rice. They want to put it on something else. Look at that. My naan's nearly ready.
Hey,
So I'm just
Rhonda,
gonna
you'll be able to find these recipes on foodtalktv.com. So don't you worry yourself. You'll be able to find it.
You will find everything. Don't worry. Seek and you shall seek and you shall find.
Look, it's
Maybe that's
we
something
got
else.
10K likes, Bobby.
Thank you very much for the likes. This is good. There we have the chakran. Let me put it like this and you can see it. Chicken korma. We don't put any coriander or anything on that. We need some cream though. Let's find some cream. Alexa, volume up button. I can't fucking hear you. Thank you.
Oh my God, it even responds. It listens to what you say. I'm so done. I would probably
It's the
pee
Indian Alexa.
myself. I would probably pee myself if I hanged out with you. Like, you just make me bust alone. I tell you.
Don't see your face again.
How does your wife handle it? Is she like laughing all the time?
She fucking deaf.
Oh my!
That was my dream. That was my dream when I was younger. I wanted a woman who's deaf and a woman with small feet. They say, why small feet? So she could stand closer to the sink. Okay, there we have it. Let's have a look.
Oh my God.
Ooh. So I'm going to set this up so you can see me eating the mustard. How do I do this?
He got on
I
orange
do it here.
shoes over here looking
Right?
like Ronald McDonald in the kitchen.
For me?
Yeah.
The fuck you talking about? Oh, no, I need to take pictures, don't I? How do I take pictures now without fucking screwing this up?
I can't look at your shoes because I just think Ronald McDonald.
Right, let me.
Oh, he take pictures. He'll be right back. Oh God. Oh, y'all look, I'm crying. I got water coming out of my eyeballs. Okay. You guys, let's try to get on the 12K likes. Also, please share the live. Follow Food Talk TV if you're not following already.
Hello! Shit, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
What do you mean look like ground number? Alexa, volume down, bastard! Can't fucking hear anything. Alexa, volume 2 then. Stupid. Right. There we have it.
You know, Bobby, you need to be nicer than robots because when they take over the world, they gonna remember you calling them stupid.
Fuck them robots. Fuck them. Fuck them all. I want to be
They're
alive
gonna come beat
for the
you
AI
up. They're gonna
bots.
be like, remember when you said this?
Hi, Bagya. Sit down like breakfast, dinner. Look. Breakfast, you see me now. You can see me, huh? So, this, let me get spoon.
I like your outfit.
Hanji?
I like your outfit.
FTTV. Chef bullshit. BS. I don't bullshit.
Are you sure?
100%. All my food is legit. And don't forget, anybody watching, all my food is non-binary. So don't worry, it doesn't identify as anything. Male, female, nothing. It's all Indian food. Right. So what should we try first? Let's try the spicy one. Ghaziabad. There's the chicken. As you can see, like I said, I wanted it to be moist inside, fully cooked. So we get to the naan bread, we break in, scoop it, and then we get a little bit of the sauce, and we throw it in. You gotta try this. Oh my God!
So,
Then,
you know when you just laughed just now? Have you ever watched Austin Powers?
I have.
You know the criminal mastermind guy with the cat? You reminded me of him when he sat back in the chair and goes
1 million. 6 million kormas. Right, okay, let's try the korma. Oh, no, I've not made a korma for such a long time.
Was KFC ain't got nothing on you?
And if I went to a restaurant, an Indian restaurant, I would never order a korma ever. But me making this korma myself, so rich, so creamy, and all the flavors are there. I mean, now I know why people love it. You know, it's just so good. But together, it's just so good. I'm really happy with this, by the way. 10 finger looking good, man. It's a finger licking kind of good.
I asked you before, I said, does KFC ain't got nothing on you?
KFC. I know, but this is the Indian way. So what we do is we use our right hand. And what you do is, you don't even use your left hand. You just go like this. And you dip in. And you scoop. Quick little finger. Or you can use a fork or a spoon. I never got spoons there. Some people still find it disgusting. Some people eat it with their fingers. I used to find it when I was a kid growing up. I used to really be concerned about, they say, uncle, aunties, you know, the elder Indians or Asians or whatever, eating rice and dal with their fingers. So you get the rice on a plate, but not on a bowl, in a plate, and they pour the rice and they put the dal on top of the rice and spin it and then just scoop it up. And I'm like, what are they doing? Can't use a spoon for that. Even though I used to use my hands for the roti. But I used to try doing it. And you know what? Food just tastes better. Obviously, wash your hands. Food does taste 10 times better eating with your hands. It really does. I don't know why. But it just does. My husband's had a bit minutes with his hand. And I bet
You know what I find so funny? I'll be here in Sweden and I'll make like cheeseburger or fried chicken, right? And they want to eat a cheeseburger and their fried chicken with a fork and knife. Like they'll be cutting it off and I'm just like, and their tacos too. I'm like, so this is where all the stigma of white people came
what
from.
happens here, they use a knife and fork for pizza, but obviously if it's not cut, again, you're going to need a certain amount of knife work or a slicer, but then you use your hands, you know? But yeah, so it depends on the pizza, really.
Yeah, I made a hot wings for my friends the other day, and I was like, "You pick it up." He goes, "But my hands will be messy," and I'm like, "Yeah."
They do get messy. I mean, I remember having American-style barbecue chicken wings for the first time, and that was years and years and years ago. And my fingers were so sticky, I didn't like it, or like really sticky, and I'm going to wash my hands. As long as restaurants, or you, for example, at your house, provide a little bowl with the lemon inside so that you like a finger bowl, because restaurants used to provide finger bowls. many moons ago. I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant where they offer you a finger bowl after you finished your appetizer or not. So if you're given certain things like that, you have to use your fingers. So for example, chicken wings, they would serve the chicken wings just before they clear. They bring you a finger bowl, which is tepid water with some fresh lemon inside. And what you do is you dip your fingers and you scrub them out, and the lemon would help clean your fingers, and then you would get your napkin and dry it, and then they would take that away.
Mm. But I
But you're
mean,
from the south, right?
they give you wet wipes.
You're from the south, right? Do they have restaurants there? They
No,
have
not at
them.
all.
They don't,
We
I
all
know.
have to like run through the cornfield.
Don't we get the same thing? You get the south, we got the north, because we're the north. They still think we're living in really caves, you know what I mean? They do that Chinese, yeah, they do the Chinese finger bowls, but now a lot of them, they can't be bothered with the extra work. So they use the towels, you know, that they throw in the microwave. Before they used to use the cloth towels, now they use those throwaway, bit like the KFC lemon wipes that they used to give. But they're a bit larger. They're covered in like foil, and then you throw them in a warmer, or plastic, throw them in a warmer, and they're quite a large handkerchief, but a wet one, and you can wipe your fingers and wipe your mouth, and it's really hygienic, it's really good. Nowadays, but don't forget, you're living in a world where you go to a restaurant and you go to a toilet, and I'll always see a guy going into the cubicle and walking out and not hear him wash his hands or see them wash their hands or dry their
Oh my
hands and
God,
then go
that
sit down and
reminds
eat. So,
me.
so you're living in a world like that. I mean,
That reminds me, Bobby. I
there's
went
us
to
worried about.
a restaurant. I went to a restaurant the other day, and there was like a group of girls in there. Not one of those girls that are teenagers washed their hands when they came out of the bathroom. I was like,
Well, if you go back to what was the name? Let me go back. Somebody who said they've got Arabic. Mary. Go to Mary. Like so. I mean, I'm not saying Americans don't, English don't, whatever. But customarily, culturally, what we do is before we eat, we wash our hands. Before you even sit down, really. I mean, like, say if I go to a restaurant, the first thing you do is run to the toilet, not for a wee, but to wash your hands. Because you're about to eat, and I think it's just drilled in us. It's just customary, you know. It's just one of those things. So you wash your hands, and you wash your hands definitely after. It just makes sense, doesn't it? Hand washing is
but
very important.
when I'm cooking, I'm constantly washing my hands.
You've got to. I mean,
Constantly.
I always say to my staff as well. My previous staff, clean as you go. Wash your hands every so often, every 15, 20 minutes. If you've made a little mess, clean it as you go. Oh no, we're gonna clean it. You know, you start saying, "Oh, we're gonna clean it all at the end of the night, boss." I mean, yeah, I know you are, but clean that now. You know, get it wiped. Keep cleaning. You know, just keep doing it. I said, look, you go to a toilet, do number two. You don't forget to wipe your ass, do you? You know what I mean? So like, come on, get it cleaned. You know, and I think some people probably do forget. You know, but it's one of those. Anyway, we're going down a slippery slope here. We don't want to get blocked off the old TikTok, do we? Thank you very much for the likes. So I have a question. Go on, Jeanette Bosch. Go for it. How fast can you type?
Do 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 do
Go on,
do
Jeanette. Go
do
for it.
do 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 do
It was
do
just
do
the intern. Do 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 do. What's up with washing feet in the sink? Who washes feet in the sink? Say that again. Who would? I don't, yes. Have I ever seen anybody washing feet in the sink?
I haven't.
No. Not in a kitchen. No, I mean not in a home kitchen or where you would eat. I don't know about the washing feet in the sink. I don't think anybody does that. That I know. My hubby sees it all the time. What do you mean? Where? Where in
No,
that
the
work?
do
Or-
do do that's the Jeopardy theme song.
Yeah.
Do 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 do
I mean,
do.
don't forget, you know, we're from an era. If you remember, I mean, Jeanette, you might have been washed as a baby in the sink. You know, we didn't have baths. You know, working class people didn't really even have baths, did they? You know, even in the UK, don't mind America, don't mind India. You know, we didn't have baths. You know, there were communal baths or shared baths, or the bath would be in one room and you'd have to fill the water in. You wouldn't have a plumbing. That came in what, like 40s, 50s, and you know, richer people started getting baths. People didn't have toilets in the 60s in the UK. You know, they had an outside toilet, and then inside would be like a little bucket. And I remember they used to, you know, put kids. You know, the saying is, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater." Is that an American saying as well? Or is it a UK saying?
It's American saying as well.
It's an American saying, yeah. So there you go. Wuzu is performed before I pray for Mary Simpson. Not in the sink, no. Yeah, yeah. That's correct. So, love you and leave you. Thank you very much. My Saturday of korma and the masala is done. I hope you really do enjoy making it. I've taken some pictures. I'm going to send the recipes. Kaz is going to get it. Kaz is going to load it up when he gets time. And I will see you next week for
All right.
another dish.
All right, guys, we love you. And thank you for joining us. Until next time. Bye now.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.